Ask Brick, have you ever figured out how much you have invested in your LEGO collection, and do you have an insurance rider on your collection? So I would say I roughly know how much is here in my LEGO collection, and I say roughly because it's kind of impossible to know exactly how much your LEGO collection is worth. So like what I do is I log all my sets on Brickset, and I log anything important on Brickset, which gives you a rough value of how much you have in your LEGO collection. However, it doesn't account for anything you buy, you don't, if you buy bulk bricks on Facebook Marketplace, or you buy bulk online when you go to a convention and you fill a bag of Lego pieces, or you get just like random minifigures, or you get things from Pick-a-Brick or Bricklink and things like that. Like, you obviously can't really track that very well. So like I use Brickset as a starter. Like, I know I have no less than X amount and X 100,000 pieces in my collection based on just the sets I have, but I also know that it's significantly more because while I log all my sets, I can't log, like I said, anything I buy on Bricklink, or like the pieces, or any of the pieces that I buy at Lego conventions, or bulk Lego lots and stuff like that. So that's kind of, I roughly know how much I have invested just because of Brickset, and then I have, like, I just add, a couple thousand and a couple thousand pieces to it just because I know how much pieces I just buy that I can't account for. But I also do have an insurance rider for my collection. So I used to have collectibles insurance, this is not insurance advice. Do not sue me if anything happens to your collection. This is just what I've done. But I used to have a rider for my collection that it was significantly more expensive. It was a couple $100s a year, and it accounted for the whole value of the collection. However, when I was renewing my policy this year, I consulted some other insurance brokers, and they said unless you have certain elements of your collection that are very valuable, then a collection insurance isn't entirely necessary. The example they gave me, for say, it was like baseball cards. Some baseball cards are worth tens of thousands of dollars each, and that's like, you should know, your insurance company should know that one baseball card is worth $10,000. However, for me and my Lego collection, there's not like a single piece that's really, really expensive. Like, nothing is outrageous. I feel like a lot of what I have is kind of average, and obviously it fluctuates a little, but I don't have any $10,000 minifigures that if they got lost or destroyed or something like that, the insurance company is not going to be like, what do you mean you had a $10,000 minifigure? So because my collection's more just like contents, it's not unbelievable and I have it documented, the insurance broker said I could probably just up the value of my contents of my condo. So before I had, $50,000 of condo contents insurance, and then I had my Lego collection insured for an additional amount. I just contacted my insurance company and said, hey, insure my condo for like $150,000 or something like that to account for the contents of my Lego room, and they let me do it. But as I said, that is not insurance advice. That is just my personal experience.